Hey everyone, you're listening to Concentrates with Dr. T, a podcast discussing cannabis science, news, and hot topics. This podcast is published on YouTube and Spotify. Please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Discord. Let's get to know each other, and always feel free to ask me any cannabis-related questions that you may have. Today I will be talking about the very basics of cannabis extraction and extracts. If you have heard about cannabis extracts before but don't know where to start learning more, this is it. I'm going to answer some commonly asked questions about what marijuana extracts are, what they are called, what's the difference between a concentrate and an extract. We'll touch on some cannabis extraction methods and more. So thank you for tuning in today. We'll get started shortly. Welcome back to Concentrates with Dr. T. This is episode 1 of season 2 of this podcast, and if you tuned into any of season 1, you will notice some differences immediately. In addition to the audio and visual upgrades, I will now be formatting these episodes into 10 to 15 minute informative sessions on practical topics. These topics will give you a better understanding of applications of cannabis science, help you launch a business in cannabis extraction, give you tools for starting or advancing your career in cannabis science, and more. That all said, I'm very excited to be launching Season 2 of Concentrates with Dr. T, and I hope you enjoy watching these episodes as much as I enjoy making them for you. Now let's talk about today's topic, which is just a very fundamental look at what is cannabis extraction and what are cannabis extracts and concentrates. Here's an overview of the topics we'll discuss today. Number 1, what are marijuana extracts? Number 2, what is the difference between marijuana extract and concentrate? Number 3, what is marijuana extract called? Number 4, what are some different marijuana extraction methods? How are they similar, different, and what are they best for? And number 5, what are marijuana extracts used for? I'm going to discuss some key points for each topic to give you as much information as I can in 15 minutes or so. But if you have any more questions, please like, follow, and reach out to me at the contact information provided. So starting with number 1, what are marijuana extracts? Marijuana extracts are the result of removing select substances from the bulk of the plant's structural material. Depending upon the method chosen to produce these extracts, different chemicals from the marijuana plant may be present. Generally, the main targets for extraction from cannabis plants are tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, and cannabidiol, or CBD. Although many other cannabinoids, terpenes, flavonoids, and other chemicals are now routinely sought after. These extracts can be in the form of oils, tinctures, waxes, or other substances, which I will get more into later when we talk about what marijuana extracts are called. So what is the difference between a marijuana extract and a marijuana concentrate? In general, the terms marijuana extract and marijuana concentrate are used interchangeably to refer to substances that are made by extracting the active compounds from the marijuana plant, including hash oil, tinctures, live resins, and others. So chill out if someone doesn't use one term or the other exactly correctly. There is no entirely agreed upon definition anyway. However, I would define an extract as anything that results from extracting a marijuana plant, including the in-process solvent solutions. So this would be if you soaked cannabis in ethanol in a jar and then filtered it. The solution of chemicals, mostly cannabinoids, dissolved in ethanol is an extract of cannabis. I would not classify it as a concentrate though, and why not? Because the weight of the cannabinoids removed from the plant matter plus the weight of the ethanol is much greater than the weight of the original plant matter before extraction. So it's not concentrated at all, but the cannabinoids have been extracted from the cannabis plant. What if I remove all of the ethanol by evaporation though? Then the cannabinoids will be concentrated down to their original weight but completely separated from the bulk of the plant's structural materials. This makes it a concentrate. So just like all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares, all concentrates are extracts, but not all extracts are concentrates. And because in this example we extracted the concentrate using ethanol, we would call it an ethanol extract or ethanol concentrate. Which brings me to my next point. What are marijuana extracts called? There are many different types of marijuana extracts that go by a variety of different names. The names are largely derived from either some characteristic of the product, for example, shatter tends to shatter like glass, or from the way the product was made. For example, BHO stands for butane hash oil, meaning hash oil that was extracted using butane. Some common types of marijuana extracts include: hash oil is a type of concentrate that is made by using a solvent such as butane or ethanol. Hash oil is typically a viscous amber-colored liquid that can be highly potent. If using butane, it is known as BHO, if propane, then PHO, etc. Shatter is a type of concentrate that is made by extracting primarily THC from the marijuana plant and purifying it to create a glass-like substance. Shatter is known for its amber color and its ability to shatter or break into pieces when handled. Wax is a type of concentrate that is processed to create a soft, wax-like substance. Wax can be highly potent and is known for its creamy or slightly crumbly texture. Live resin is a type of concentrate that is made using fresh marijuana plants that have been frozen immediately after harvest without any drying. Live resin is known for its high levels of terpenes, which are the compounds mostly responsible for giving marijuana its flavor and aroma. Rosin is a type of extract that is made by applying heat and pressure to marijuana flowers or hash to create a terpene-rich concentrate. Rosin is a resin-like substance that is known for its high potency and purity. Other examples of extracts that are named based on a physical characteristic are butter, batter, and crumble. Other examples of concentrates named by their processing technique include ethanol extract, ethyl acetate extract, glycerin extract, and hydrocarbon extract. So those four hint at four different types of extraction methods. There are many more than just those four, but I am going to give a brief overview of some of the most common methods used for extracting cannabis today. Starting with solvent extraction, which has been mentioned a lot already today. This method involves using a solvent such as butane, ethyl acetate, ethanol, or carbon dioxide to extract the active compounds from the marijuana plant. Solvent extraction is a versatile method that can be used to produce a wide range of products, including oils, tinctures, and waxes. One of the advantages of solvent extraction is that it is relatively efficient and can be used to extract a wide range of compounds from the plant. However, it can also be dangerous if not done properly, as the solvents used in this process are flammable, explosive, or highly pressurized. Mechanical separation. This method involves using physical force such as sifting or grinding to separate the trichomes, which are the resin glands that contain the active compounds from the marijuana plant. Mechanical separation is a simple and straightforward method that can be used to produce products such as kief and hash. Heat and pressure. This method involves applying heat and pressure to marijuana flowers or hash to extract the active compounds. This method, known as rosin pressing, is a relatively new technique that has gained popularity in recent years. It is a simple method that can be used to produce high-quality concentrates without the use of solvents. Some disadvantages of this method are that it is difficult to scale up and the resulting concentrates are often only crudely filtered. Water extraction. This method involves using ice water to extract the active compounds from the marijuana plant. Water extraction is a simple method that can be used to produce bubble hash. Unlike most concentrates, these are more prone to microbial contamination. Each of these extraction methods has its own benefits and drawbacks, and the best method for a particular application will depend on the desired end product and the specific needs of the user. I can help you select the best extraction method for your operation and provide equipment for many different techniques. Contact me for more information. Finally, we've talked today about what cannabis extracts are and how they're made. But what are they used for? Marijuana concentrates can be highly potent and most often contain higher levels of THC than the marijuana plant itself. Concentrates are often used for recreational purposes, as they can produce strong and long-lasting effects. It is easier to consume larger amounts of THC when it has been concentrated versus smoking joints or flower. There are many different types of marijuana concentrates on the market, and they can be consumed in a variety of ways, including vaporizing, eating gummies, and drinking beverages. Marijuana concentrates may also be used for medicinal purposes, as some people find that they provide relief from a variety of conditions, such as chronic pain, anxiety, and insomnia. More on that in a future episode. I hope this has been an enjoyable and informative episode for you. Thank you for listening, and remember to follow me and tune in next time. Until then, peace.